Hi, my name is Christy Michael. I am 36 years old and I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3, the hypermobility one. And along with that, I have POTS, I have autonomic dysfunction, and I have so many other conditions that have gone along with it. It's actually too long to list. I was diagnosed at around 2006. I was teaching dance, I was auditioning for West End shows, I was in musical theatre, and around 2002, I just started collapsing. Like in my lessons, I was collapsing, I was in agony, my joints kept dislocating, and I did not know why. It was really quite confusing. It took a good 3 to 4 years before the hospital started doing proper tests. And over those years, they started adding me on so much medication and it just all went downhill from there. But I can't live without my medication, so I have to stay on it. And I think a lot of other people, zebras, which is what the Ehlers-Danlos community are called, they understand that we have to survive by taking our medications. My life was affected so drastically by my illnesses, and my relationships were affected. My romantic relationships broke down. I couldn't go out and do things that we used to do. I couldn't be intimate. My mood changed. I was always grumpy and in pain and crying. I was grieving the life that I had lost. I was told that I really couldn't dance again. I had to stop because I was causing damage on my muscles and my joints. And then they found out that I had osteoarthritis, as progressed as perhaps a 70-year-old. And so they were like, you really have to stop dancing. The only kind of movement you can do in stretches are in water. So I had hydrotherapy along with physiotherapy. And I also did kind of Pilates and yoga, but yoga really was a bad idea. It was too much for the joints. And I didn't quite understand why they told me to do that because it was actually counter-effective. Pilates was better, but it still caused me a lot of pain after, and I was literally in bed for days recovering. So I've had so many treatments, so many different types of treatments and medications, and hardly nothing works. So I think what you have to accept as a zebra, that there are things that you can't do, there are limits, you have to rest, you have to listen to your body. Only you know your body. And if you can do something, try and do gentle stretches in the day. And my advice would be that not many physios really truly know about Ehlers-Danlos, and even though they say they do, often they don't. So if they're telling you to do something that feels wrong or hurts you too much, don't do it. You are the master of your body. And I think that's the biggest piece of advice I could give you. Over the years, you have to be your own advocate. You have to fight for yourself. And if you don't agree with something, don't do it. If a doctor's being rude to you or dismissive, report him, ask for another doctor. You have to take your own medical life into your hands. And it is important because you don't want to have damage caused to you. And I think the final thing I can say to you, the way that I keep positive, it's difficult. I'm not going to lie, it's very difficult. I meditate a lot. I listen to music, my musicals, which I still love. I listen to podcasts and, of course, Netflix. We all know about Netflix. It's the binges, but at least it keeps you, occupied and focused. And I also, what else do I like? I do go to the cinema when I can, and the theatre maybe twice a year. It's important to still do things that you love or find new things that you love if you can't do the things that you used to enjoy doing. There is hope out there, like there is still beauty in life. If you have a garden, backyard, or a local park near you, try and go for a slow walk and look around at the earth, look at the beauty around you. Things aren't always as dull as they seem. Like on a bad day, everything seems horrible. It feels like that you have no life. and it can be really, really depressing. And I do suffer with depression, so staying positive is difficult, but there is beauty out there, and there is a way to get yourself out of that hole, because we may not be able to do a lot in our life, but we still have a life to live. So just, you have to find your thing. And once you find that thing, don't stop doing it. Even if you feel awful, just do something. On my bed days, I always make sure I'm doing something like reading or listening to music or the podcasts, because then those bad days don't seem like a waste of life. So if anyone would like to contact me, you can email me or go on my YouTube channel, The Zebra Diaries 83 at, oh my gosh, I've forgotten it. See, that's brain fog, another symptom. Oh my God. So just look for me on YouTube, The Zebra Diaries, and you'll see my posts of my journey and just little tips that I've picked up along the way. So I think this is a great community. The zebras and the spoonies stick together. They are the family that we choose for ourselves, and they are the ones that understand us. So it is important to be a part of a community. So I'm signing off for now. Bye.